What's good, everybody? You are now tuned into a new episode of Black, Degreed, and Unfiltered. We back. It's been too long and you're lost without us.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
Seven meeting you. Wow. Oh, Bob. R.I.P. Aaliyah. That took a turn. I know.
Really fast. Really fast.
That took a turn. But you are now tuned into a new episode of Black, Degreed, and Unfiltered 2.0. And we're back. Wow. I didn't give my DJs out.
I did. I did it the first time.
Oh, I got distracted. Aaliyah.
Yeah, you started singing and reminiscing and memorializing.
I miss you. That's what they're saying to us. I gotta put them. I gotta make sure that's on my Apple Music. That's a bop.
Fair enough.
But yes, okay, we back
from our unexpected hiatus.
Yes, it was unexpected hiatus. We've not gone for 5 years. Nope. We came back. See, we came back for y'all.
Wasn't even 5 weeks.
It wasn't. It could have been because, baby, I'm running on fumes, guys. I'll be honest. Working, traveling. I've been out of town twice in the same week.
I had the plague.
Stop saying you had the plague.
That's what. Was it not taking people out like the plague?
It was. That's hilarious.
So
I mean, it's not hilarious, but it's funny
no,
that you say it like
that. Getting COVID 5 years after COVID hit the streets for the first time ever.
Hit the streets.
It's some of the stupidest stuff that has ever happened to me. I made it 5 years. 5 years, 2 vaccines, 1 booster, and now
I think when you said that the other day, I was like, wow, you 5 years?
5 years.
What was your quarantine process? Because
I was in the room.
I mean, at one point I was just going to work and home, and I still ended up with it, and I was very sad because I'm like, I done everything, Lord. What did I do? Like,
but I think as we go on a COVID side note, but I think that this strain that's currently out is not as bad as like COVID OG, obviously.
So go get your shots. I mean,
yeah,
you know.
I know how I was gonna be. I was gonna be like, actually, but I was like, you know what? I won't make us take a stand on this podcast. Do what you want with your medical decisions, I guess. But either way, I had one terrible day of it, and then the rest was just like a bad cold.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Chill, 5 years. Literally, the first day I had it was disbelief. I was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
You were in denial.
Yeah, my mama's the one that made me take the test because I was telling her all my symptoms. I was like, "Well, no, I just kind of feel stuffy and have a headache," and that headache was whooping my butt for real. It was awful. And so she was like, "We're gonna get you some tests." So my Grammy had to bring them and drop them in the mailbox. Yeah,
listen, your kids, if you have children, they get ready to go back to school. We're getting ready to move into those colder months, so make sure you're taking care of your immune system.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, people's.
I tell that too. Shots. Other people's. I tell my kids all the time, if you don't feel good,
please stay
don't come because I don't want to get sick. Okay, and I have horrible asthma.
Same.
And the regular cold, I be down for a minute. So please.
Protect your asthmatics. Protect your children.
Yeah, do all
Protect other people's children.
Yeah, get you some what is it, emergency?
Yeah. Have you seen the prices of NyQuil? Do you want to get sick? Probably not.
What is the prices of NyQuil? I have not seen the prices of NyQuil.
It's up. Let me tell you.
No, you know what is crazy? And I know we've had this conversation before because I was flabbergasted that I got ID'd to buy Sudafed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I was in Vegas, I tried to go get some because when I got to Vegas, my allergies were
because it was dry.
Oh my goodness! I said, let me go to Walmart right now. They don't even have it on the shelves.
Yeah,
they're like, you gotta go to the pharmacy.
Locked up.
I'm like, baby, the pharmacist is gone. This product. So I just was suffering. I was like, Lord. Until the next morning, then I was like, okay, I gotta go get. So they have some at my hotel, but I wasn't paying $15. Yeah. But yeah, I still be. Can y'all stop making drugs out of allergy medicine? Because some of us. The first time that I got ID'd for Sudafed, I was truly concerned. I was like, "What do you need my ID for?" Like, I don't. She was like, "Yeah, the kids are making." I forgot even what she said they was making, but some drugs.
Yeah, it's drugs. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "What?"
No, when I went to Walmart to pick up my order that had my medicine in it before I knew I had COVID, when I was just like, oh, this is awful, but I still have to go to Walmart. The man who was putting the groceries in my back seat, he was like, yeah, you know that people still have to give their ID even for children's medicine? And I was like,
what's going on?
This is a interesting stance to take here, friend, with a stranger. But I do understand how you feel. I was like, well, yeah. And I was going to be like, well, you know that people make drugs. But I was like, he didn't want to hear my
He might have not known, because I'm telling you, that day I think I was in Walmart and they ID'd me. I was like, I don't have anything in here.
He was he knew.
Oh, okay.
His vibe, he was of caucasity. And when he said it, he was like, I get the other ones.
We're not starting the show off like this.
Just saying. He knew.
So
his shock was the children's medicine, not the medicine itself.
Listen, I was like, I'm living in a world that I do not know, because what do you mean? I just want to breathe. No. Like, that's all I just wanted to break.
The people moving weight, the people making weight. So now you got to get ID for your Sudafed. 2025.
No, for real. The amount of times that I say, wow, we are just, it is 2025.
Damn.
Lord have mercy. So yeah, that's our catch up since the last time you seen us. So I guess we didn't really catch all up that much, but I've been out of town.
Having fun. I was sick.
I was having fun. I wasn't having all that fun. I had the time of my life for 2 days, and then I was in conferences and meetings in Columbia, Missouri, and let me tell you, not a fan. Not a fan. I don't know. I'm not afraid to like go out on a town by myself, but I was afraid. I had to call. I was like, is it safe for me to be outside at nighttime?
Never in my life have I considered going out on town and Columbia, Missouri in the same sentence. But also,
I've never been to Columbia before. That's my first time ever being in Columbia, so I didn't know. I didn't know anything. But I kept asking everybody. I was like, "Is it okay for me to be outside?"
Yeah, it's a college town.
That's what everybody kept saying. But I went to school in Maryville, so I don't.
Fair. Because let me tell you what, I didn't leave too much of Main Street in Maryville, Missouri.
Hello.
But Columbia,
especially not at
Missouri
nighttime.
is a bigger college town.
Okay.
I mean, your question is valid.
I still was. Let me tell you something. I was still in a hotel, and let me tell y'all, they put me in this room, and I did confirm it was Menards. I saw Menards. That was my view.
Is that what I said when I texted you? I know Menards.
I was like, I look out the window, it's just a lumber. I'm like, oh.
I know Menards when I see it.
It was not a good time. I actually was so ready to come home, and I was in Columbia for almost a week. And
that's a long time to be in Columbia.
And then I didn't even tell you this. On my way home, you know how you have your Google Maps on, and it'll tell you, police ahead.
Yes.
I don't know what was going on in Columbia the day that I was coming back to Kansas City, but that mug was going off every 4 to 6 miles.
Block was hot.
And they were actually out. Yeah. Like, I said, well, let me just go ahead and lock in at 70 because I don't know.
Don't have time.
I don't know if they was looking for somebody or somebody on a run. I don't know what was happening, but there was police everywhere on the highway. And I was like, you know what? This is not what God wants for me. I don't need a ticket.
When you see a lot of police out, do you be like, end of the month?
I didn't think that. I was just like, we in a smaller town, and so I truly thought somebody was on the run because I didn't understand why there were so many so close together. I mean,
hey, that could two things.
Yeah, I don't know. I was concerned and I was nervous. I'm a black woman in America in a rural town, and I didn't. Right. I was very concerned. I didn't know what was happening, but I did get on Google and find a good record shop, and I went to 2 different record shops and got some new albums. But other than that, I was in my hotel room watching Steve Harvey show on Netflix.
You know what was so funny? I was so shocked that you found record shops in Columbia.
That
was the most shocking part to me.
There's actually more than the ones that I went to, and I asked too. But I just Googled it and I found a couple. They weren't far.
My best friend lives in Columbia. I need to ask her more about it because
I don't know. I didn't know what to do. I'd be up there
for day trips.
Let me tell you, the food that the hotel was catering was awful. I was starving. Okay, I ain't gonna hold you.
They got a good Texas Roadhouse. You should have went.
Oh, I mean, I could have went there, but I was by. Let me tell you something.
Should have gone. That's what my mom would say. That's correct grammar. Should have gone.
I'm trying to figure out a podcast friendly way to say it.
I was like, are we talking about food?
No, I went to Walmart and got some things, and if I saw a restaurant on the way where I could just pick up something. I don't like fellowshipping with the people at conferences.
That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I was just trying to say, there's no way, everybody at the hotel bar.
You didn't want to make work friends.
Getting drunk. Fine. I was like, I'm never.
Never.
No. It's just, I'm a black woman in America, okay?
We're going to have to do a jobs episode because for sure. And like going to trips for work. Yeah. And how.
Yeah. This was a work trip that I was not looking forward to. And, just shout out to you Colombians, though. I don't know. I don't know about your city. Yeah. I don't know. I just was trying to make sure that I wasn't in danger. That's all.
I mean, Colombia,
the hotel
all you need
was
to know
nice,
is Mizzou. That's what they're there for.
Oh, that is. Oh, see.
Okay. I didn't know that. You didn't know that's where Mizzou was?
I mean, I did, but I was.
That's their whole thing. Literally, because I'm trying to think. Their street signs with the speed limits have tiger stripes.
I must not have been on that part of town because I don't. Boy. No, in my defense, I like the way it was set up. Like it was like the hotel and the conference center was across the street, so I really didn't get out of that cul-de-sac. Yeah. Like, I mean, I was kind of downtown. I think it looked downtowny. I don't know.
Fair.
Girl, I don't know. I was ready to go home.
Yeah. I can't tell you the dimensions of Colombia. I don't know where stuff's at. But I just know that Mizzou is why the people are there.
Yeah. But before, we're going to go ahead and jump into our random tidbits. But before I was in Colombia.
These weren't random tidbits.
These were very random. Before I was in Colombia, I went to Vegas to see Beyonce. As you can see, my shirt, you really can't.
I was going to wear my Beyonce shirt.
This ain't a country tour. It's a Beyonce tour. Let me tell you something. Well, before I get into my concert experience, I just want to say I went to night one in Vegas. So I missed Destiny's Child. For a work trip in Colombia.
When you put it all together, then it sounds worse.
I missed Destiny's Child. And to make matters worse, when I was at the concert on night one, I turned to my cousin and I said, do you think she's going to bring Destiny's Child out?
Oh. And she was like, yes.
Just not tonight. Oh my God. I cannot believe. I literally woke up the next morning and I was so depressed, y'all. If you know, you know. I love me some Destiny's Child. Okay. Like, I'm so sad.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sad. But I had a wonderful time at night one. It was great. I didn't initially think that I was going to go to Cowboy Carter, but my cousins were like, no, let's go to Vegas. We'll do it real quick.
She did not think that.
Had a ball. Beyonce, you do it to me every time, girl.
I'm telling you.
Every time.
What a show.
What? I just don't, like, every time. This is my 5th time seeing Beyonce. And I'm just, every time I'm like, okay, what's she going to do differently? Like, how's she going to top herself? And she keeps doing it. I just don't. The people that don't respect her for the performer and artist that she is, like, I feel like
it's a personality flaw.
Yeah, I feel like you haven't. That's just what it is. There's no way that you can go to a show and experience that level of greatness and be like, yeah.
People who don't like Beyonce, I think it's a personality flaw.
You're not.
You just want to be different.
Oh, I do. I do have a bone to pick with you.
Me?
Yeah, you. Because you went to Cowboy Carter way before I did.
Yes.
You told me. You didn't even tell me to prepare for anything. No, I was unprepared.
First of all, you wanted to see no videos, no posts, no Snapchats.
But what
was I to prepare you for?
You could have said she's gonna do old songs. She's gonna do older songs that you not expected.
You didn't want to hear about it.
But you didn't have to show me anything. You could have just been like, hey, like, you're gonna be clutching your pearl. You told me nothing. I was in there like,
but you didn't want to know.
I was in there going off. I'm like, what?
You didn't.
And what's crazy, if you go back and look at my tweets, I say that I was like, me and Janaé are gonna have a conversation.
Wow. I didn't want to spoil it for you.
So if y'all don't know, I didn't watch anything. One of my cousins was shocked.
Exactly.
I watched nothing. Well, I watched like maybe 1 or 2.
I recorded
clips.
snaps specifically of songs that I knew that she wanted to hear. This is back when she wasn't sure if she was going. I recorded them specifically for her.
And I intentionally did not watch.
When we met, I said, "Did you see it?" She said, "No, I didn't watch any of your story." She didn't want to see it.
She still could have prepared me. When I say mind blown, she did irreplaceable.
You did it.
I didn't know anything.
You know that meme where the people be like, "Oh man, it's terrible." They stick the thing in their bike and they be like, "Ah!" That's what just happened.
It was
That's what
like
just happened to me.
The visuals. I will say, night one in Vegas, we got all new wardrobe, and so the wardrobe was wardrobing.
I did see that.
I was so excited to. I went back and found my text of me saying that I was gonna cry during Two Hands to Heaven because I knew that is my song. When she get to,
She been saying that for weeks.
When she did that song, I was just like, I didn't cry, but I was thinking that when I say my whole chest, Beyonce, it was great. It was great. It was great. Cowboy Carter, for y'all that. I saw somebody say this tour was for the real music lovers, and I can concur.
It was so fun.
Because like I said, there's no way that you can sit through that experience and just be like, this is trash. This music was trash. It was great. And I might have accidentally took my light. I really didn't. Let me tell you something.
You know what? I wish I would have taken mine.
You know, I really didn't mean to take my light.
I wish I would have.
But so if y'all don't know, at the Cowboy Carter tour, they give you these lights that say it's the Cowboy Carter band, and like you're a part of the show. So like the lights are red on stage, or your wrists light up, you red. But anyway, like going out of the stadium, they had signs that say keep your band, drop the light. But by the time we had got out the stadium, my light was already in my bag, and we was trying to get out. It was traffic. I was like, "Oh, you ain't getting your light back."
Many people have taken their lights. That's why I wish I would have kept mine.
I truly didn't mean to take the light. I didn't. If you want it back, though, Beyonce, I can ship it.
If you're watching.
If you're watching, I send the light back. I really didn't mean to take it. It was just too far in my bag, and it was hot in Vegas, and we were trying to walk across the highway. And let me tell you something. I can't remember that man. I said I was going to remember his name, but shout out to my Lyft driver because I had 3 Lyfts canceled. And I was stuck. I was stuck.
Trying to get out?
Trying to get out. But once I got away from the stadium, because my hotel was away from the stadium. I didn't stay on the strip. Once I got away, I was fine. Yeah. But it was getting in there. It was too much. It was a mess. But overall, Vegas, 10 out of 10. That's the second time I've been to Vegas this year. I saw Toni Braxton in February and Beyonce the other week.
That's so funny. Vegas is like my Chicago. I keep going there for concerts.
But I really don't like Vegas.
I know, and I don't like Chicago. We need a switch. We need to go with each other.
I haven't been to a concert in Chicago. You did say that the next time I go to Vegas, I need to go with you. I'm just not and maybe it's because the last time that we went, we stayed on the strip and we didn't have a good experience.
It's all right. I'll change your mind.
And so I stayed in like I think they said it was a town square area. Mm-hmm. And so I was real close to the strip.
Yeah, from your picture. Yeah, you were
I had a great view. I could see everything. But I just don't. I'm not a Vegas girly. Right. I don't.
I'll get you there.
We're gonna go again.
Don't even worry about it.
Next time I go, I'm going one time. So.
Ooh, I have a Beyonce question before we switch.
Okay.
What song is there that you can only hear live now?
Oh.
Because it doesn't hit the same when you hear it regular.
It's probably that Tyrant into Thick mashup. Let me tell you something. Changed my life. I said, I literally was like that, and I know my cousin was weak at me because I told her, I was like, yeah, I haven't watched anything. So like every time she would like drop something, I'd be like, what? Yeah. It was great. It was all genuine, not confusion, genuine shock. I was like, yeah, she did that. And did you get merch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I also, let me tell you, Beyonce, the people, the fans, I was standing in that line. I had to stand in the line twice, actually.
Ooh, yeah.
So when I got to Vegas, I got there early enough to go stand. This was the day before the concert, so I got there early enough to go get my merch, which was like I wanted to do that anyway. So I got there at like 9 something.
Quite early.
And no, I got to my hotel at 9 something. They let me check in early, and then I saw that the merch was opening at 12. Get on Facebook. I'm looking. It's like people already out there lined up. I'm like, oh man. So I go because I'm like my hotel's like 7 minutes away. I go and I'm standing outside. It's like 10:30, so we were standing out there for an hour and a half. Luckily, it wasn't hot, and I was pretty close in the line. So I'm texting everybody, hey, if you want something, cash at me your money right now, Venmo me right now. I'm in line, so I'm getting everything. The Vegas exclusive shirts hadn't come out yet, so I had to get back in line and wait again. And
I don't think there were Chicago exclusive shirts. Don't love that.
Oh,
Miss Knowles.
Did you look on the merch website? You know
because I'm not giving her any more of my money currently.
So I get all. I didn't want the Vegas shirts or whatever. So I get the stuff that I wanted. I got something for my sister. Well, no, I got something for some other people, and then because my sister didn't want anything. Then I get to a concert the next night. Sister texts me. Actually, I changed my mind.
I'd been like, change it back.
No, I sent her a voice note. I said, I just want you to know I stood in line for another 2 hours getting this damn t-shirt for you. But it was okay because I wanted to get this t-shirt too. But I was over it because maybe nobody tells you that standing still in cowboy boots.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It wasn't even walking or standing still in cowboy boots is not for me, okay? And I know my feet is a little flat, but baby, the way my feet was toe up, I was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna be 30 because this is my feet and my body and everything. I was like, yeah, these boots are not made for walking. I was over it. But overall, like I said, the merch was great. The experience was great. I was sad I didn't get to try Sir Davis, and I didn't.
Yeah, we didn't find it.
They sold out. I don't know if they have the cowboy cups, it looks like a boot. They sold out of them. I was sad, and so I walked past all the sacred stuff, and I didn't get a sacred keychain. But yeah. But other than that, I had a time. Time was had. 10 out of 10.
It's a great show.
It's a great show.
Take your friends. Take your family. Oh, my song that I can no longer listen to regular is Dangerously in Love, unfortunately, now. I can only hear it live.
You mean any tour? Mm-hmm. Oh, any tour. Okay.
Yep. I just meant any Beyonce song.
I'm trying to think. It might be Alien Superstar, actually. First, let me...
Dangerously in Love and I Care. Those are mine.
We're going to move on from Beyonce. But let me tell you.
Yeah, I didn't know we were going back to the tangent. I was just answering the question.
Because this is another reason why I have a bone to pick with you. I did not know. I was so stuck on listening to the country album, making sure that I knew Cowboy Carter and all that. I did not expect her to do a whole Renaissance spot. I knew she was gonna throw some songs in there, but to just run it all the way back.
And that's Janaé's fault?
It is, because you didn't, you didn't give me any.
You know where those videos are? On my Snapchat.
You could have just been like, you're gonna be surprised. You could have given me a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Snapchat. That's fine. But yes, it was a time. And let's say,
next act, I will spoil it all.
No, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Next act, we going together. I don't care. I couldn't go.
No problem.
I couldn't go to Chicago with you because I was still in school. But no, we going together. Next, you think Act 3 is gonna be rock?
I think so.
Now I'm nervous about it, but I was nervous about Cowboy Carter, and then I ended up loving it. So I'm not nervous, but I am just I don't know how you go.
I don't know what to expect, and I think that's kind of what I like about it. Is who knows? But.
Yeah. But it's going to be great, and I'm excited, and you just keep doing what you're doing. But next time, make sure you coordinate with me so that I can see Destiny's Child. And then somebody going to say...
Let me know something.
They're going to say, well, maybe Kelly Rowland will bring them out. It's like...
All right. Probably not.
But if you want to, Kelly, I got my tickets.
I was wondering.
Yeah, I got my tickets. We're going to St. Louis, so... I can't wait for that. But yeah, Cowboy Carter was amazing. If you didn't go, you missed out on the time. But yeah. So you want to talk about your rodeo? We was a different type of rodeo.
Yeah, I went to the real rodeo with the animals and the cowboys. The black rodeo came 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that's where I got sick from. But that is a side note. Before I got sick, I had a great time. It was super fun. I did not realize I was so PETA adjacent because when they was wrapping up the cows and stuff, I was like, okay, that's enough. You got them, let them go.
I've never been to a rodeo, so I don't even know what does that mean.
So they So they have a bunch of different events, but the two that were like, oh my gosh, my heart, where they have cowboys jump off of horses, very, very impressive, and basically wrestle cows. So they get the cow, and the goal is to get them on their side.
Oh, that's like on Dr. Dolittle 3 when they was at the, no, you don't care.
I haven't seen Dr. Dolittle 3 in a long time, so.
I know what you're talking about now.
But yeah, so they did that. Yeah, because Kyla Pratt. Yeah. So they did that, and then I thought that they just had to like get them and be like, gotcha. No, they gotta get them to the ground. And I was like, oh, it's too much.
Yeah.
Why are you slamming cows around?
Yeah.
So that was one that I was like, oh my gosh. And then they also have where they have to lasso the baby cows. I didn't love that one. We can really take that one out, guys. Yeah.
You sound like me when I went to the when they was doing the bull riding. I did not know that it was that intense. I was like, oh.
They had bull riding at this. I enjoy bull riding. My mother watches bull riding just for fun when it comes on TV. You know, bull riding season is about to happen.
There's a season?
I think so. It comes on after football. So sometimes when the 12 o'clock games come on, 3 o'clock bull riding come on.
Yeah, no,
it's bull riding season.
I would feel like I was on edge the entire time I was there. It's like, and then the bull was like getting away and running up to the. I'm like, oh no!
A rodeo clown did get hit by a bull. Yeah, trying to distract him. I was like, I'm sure he didn't expect to get knocked over today, but he sure did. It was a great time though. It was super fun. Boots on the Ground was played no less than 4 times.
Oh,
so that is true.
I'm so tired. Can y'all pick y'all boots up, please?
Don't do it.
I don't want them to be on the ground.
If I had my fan, I would clack it. But
I don't want to hear another clicky clack.
My fan is in the car. I don't care where your fans are. Anything
I actually
pops
don't
off.
care. I actually don't care where your fans are. Please pick the boots up. We're tired. We're tired.
No, we're not. She is. I'm not. But it was a great time.
Although Beyonce doing the heated rap over Boots on the Ground. But that was the last time I wanted to hear.
And I had that on my Snapchat because that was the first time when I had my fan and I was able to clack along with Heated.
Do you know how to do the dance?
Boots on the Ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course. I'm a line dancer. You know I'm a line dancer.
I don't know how to do it.
I can teach you.
I'm okay, actually. I can't take another dance. I can't take another line.
It's so easy.
You know, I started learning it, and then the song went off, and they didn't finish teaching me the dance. So I was just like, well, I guess we're done.
It's so easy. No, I can't do Tamia. I've kind of just accepted that I just won't.
I got you. You teach me Boots on the Ground, and I teach you Tamia. Tamia is actually not as hard as you think.
I have it all the way up to the spin, and then I'm just, But
you have it all the way up until you know the whole dance then.
I can't get to spin. My feet don't. As soon as it's time to get to spinning,
quarter turn
doesn't work.
I got you. She said I got it up until the spin. You know the whole dance.
It doesn't work. I know how it goes.
Lord, but yes, I saw a lot of people that were talking about the rodeo, and I think that they thought it was a party. But when I saw the rodeo was coming, I thought animals and dirt and dusty and...
Yeah, they had multiple things. So they had a rodeo party as well.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I think with like the popularity of like trail rides and stuff right now, I think maybe that's what they thought. But I was like, nah, baby, this
they
on the horses. Like, yeah. But it was a great time.
I'm glad you had fun. That sounded like it was a good time. Yeah. I think I was at the concert that night. Or that was day after. But yeah, that was good. So let's get into some more of these random tidbits. Sean Diddy Combs. Your boy is trying to get out of jail again. This is the second time that his lawyers have asked could he be released on bond, and he has been denied once again because, sir,
stay in jail. That's where the degenerates hang out.
I mean, and we was talking about it this before we started recording. I understand you've been in jail for a long time. I get it, and I understand you wanting to get out. Why they trying to figure out because you ain't getting sentenced till October? But sir, the crimes are egregious. Like what? Nobody is being lenient.
Literally,
like what?
I don't get it. That's where you should be. You're not innocent.
You just weren't found guilty. There was a shadow of doubt. And
not guilty is not innocence.
people thinking that he is not going to get out of jail and wreak havoc on people is insane to me, because there's no way that you follow that court case and think that he's just going to be like,
nah, we cool. Let's not be ridiculous. And this is what we're being ridiculous.
And because his request to be released was denied again, now he's trying to get pardoned from y'all's president.
Also ridiculous.
Which, you know, I honestly can see that happening, though. Didn't Trump make a statement that was like, I've never met him, but I think he's a nice guy. Oh, every day.
They're just doing a criminal exchange program. Like, what are we talking about?
This is the world we live in.
One criminal letting the other criminal out. Like,
this is what happens.
I'm so sick of y'all.
Y'all voted a felon in to office, and
he didn't vote.
And he just does whatever he wants to do, and it's
exhausting. It's exhausting. Terrible. Moving on.
You just gotta just silence, because it's like, wow, this is really what. Okay,
this is what it's come to.
On a lighter note, Rashida, poor Rashida. I tweeted that the other day.
Over here.
Poor Rashida. I hope you're having a good day.
I hope you're not. Personally,
I hope that her mental health is strong, because the internet and the interwebs have been going in on Rashida Frost. And here's the thing.
She deserves it.
Can I say back, I'm going to put myself out there. Back in the day, listen, I loved Rashida's mixtapes. I ain't going to hold you. I
didn't even know you made mixtapes, Rashida.
I was a fan. They're not great, but they're so not great and that it makes it catchy. You know, like.
So her whole brand, basically. Yes. Pretty much.
But I don't even know how this TikTok trend started, where people are calling people and say, hey, you want to go to a Rashida concert? And then the other person just goes off. Well, now y'all done got Rashida trending, and K. Michelle was singing her song at the concert, her song about Rashida. And Janaé has been going on the binge on TikTok and sending me all the videos. And that's why I was
What's funny is I've been holding back.
Well, that's why I've been saying, poor Rashida. Like, some of the things that y'all are saying is like, dang, I hope her mental is strong. What did she do? Like, and I'm not caught up on the last 2 seasons of Love and Hip Hop, so I really don't know, like, if that was inflicted, or not inflicted, but if that was, you know, what caused this, or.
I don't think, to be fair, I haven't watched it in years, but one, I think people are always going to have beef with Rashida about how she did K. Michelle when it came to Memphis and all the stuff, because that's why I don't like you, because gross. And then also, I feel like people just don't respect her. Like, you watch your husband cheat on you on TV and you be like, I'm not going anywhere though.
What'd you say?
I'm all set.
It's a light day.
Like, I'm all set. Like, I'm not moved.
If y'all haven't seen, like, they did like a little rap cipher for Love and Hip Hop for their promo, and Rashida's rap, oh my gosh. And
also, does she have, I guess we don't know. Does she have new stuff out? What made her decide to go on tour?
She's legitimately going on tour.
She's on tour, I think, or doing some shows, a show or two.
I'm hollering.
Did I probably didn't, because there was one where
put it on to make her want to marry me.
And she was like, she was saying something. She was like, yeah, we got front row VIP. It's almost sold out. And the girl stitched and said, Rashida, please. Like, that one had me cracking up for literally 20 minutes. She's really going on tour.
Y'all leave her alone.
I don't understand why.
Put it on,
Rashida,
make her
if
wanna
you're
marry
watching,
me.
why are you going on tour? I don't get it. I don't understand. Because personally, I think she just got to find something to do so she can keep Kirk out the house. Like, so they just got to go on tour together. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Let's see. I'm going to look and see if she have any new music out, because
look and see where she's going on tour. Where are the dates? Why are you going on tour?
Are people really going to see?
Then to talk about we bringing out a whole bunch of special guests. You know why? Because how else you going to get the people in the building? I don't get it.
You know what's crazy is these people are popping up when you
exactly. Not Rashida.
Oh, the type of girl you want that you want my bubble. Hey, I'm sorry.
What's so crazy is when people are calling, the first thing people would be like, is Kirk Rashida?
Kirk Rashida is crazy. So sad. Man. I ain't gonna hold you. I will listen to all, except I don't know that one. But the mixtapes, all of them, I ain't gonna hold you. I did listen to them.
I was never moved.
Oh, sorry. Man. I hope she's well. But yeah.
I hope she's having the day that she deserves.
Are you gonna go see Rashida in concert? The people, I know you ain't going.
I'm looking at you for asking the people.
They might want to support.
And if you do, tell us why. Please. Let me smile. That was aggressive. If you do want to see Rashida, tell us why you support her and tell us your favorite Rashida song. The year it came out.
Oh.
Just for relevancy, not as a trivia question.
I don't even know.
Exactly.
I don't even know. I don't know that I have a favorite Rashida song, but I do like listening to the mixtapes. And it's only because... let me not say it.
I don't know where
because that was shady. That was shady. I love Shawty Low, so... It is a little reminiscent.
That's why I wanted.
It's a little reminiscent.
That was one of the TikToks I wanted to make sure I sent you.
I love Shawty Low.
Shawty Low tribute concert.
R.I.P.
That's funny.
I hope she's having a good day. Oh, I'm sorry. The people of TikTok
are her stores
ruthless.
That's why she's going on
I hope
tour.
not, because when I went to Atlanta and I went to press, it was just an overpriced rainbow. I was.
So maybe work on that first.
I'm like, why is this $70 for this bedazzled? Hey, get it how you live, man. You know they say Atlanta is it's scammer central, so very on brand.
Home of the Frosts.
Home of the Frost is crazy. Talk about football, man. Talk about.
What's funny is yesterday when I was going on my rant, it was about Shedeur Sanders and all this stuff, but I'm more just excited that football is back. Right now, what's funny is Shedeur is playing and I'm not watching it because we're doing this. Priorities. Yay. But
we could have turned it on the thing.
It's all right. My focus would have been there. It wouldn't have been
I got you.
You know I can't watch football and do other things. Are you excited for football season?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if excited is the word, but I mean.
You could be.
Go Chiefs.
You should be.
They play tomorrow. I do know that. So this what's crazy is this morning when I was getting ready for work, I was like, is it Red Friday?
But technically, but not.
I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to wear Chiefs. And then I get to work and everybody had on Chiefs. I was like, dang, I should have just.
I don't wear my Chiefs stuff until we.
So Red Friday is the Friday before a game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know. I be trying to, hey,
Are you guys going to the preseason game here?
We are.
We do.
Also, he just told me today that we was going. So, I'll be out there sometimes. We went to training camp. Training camp was fun. I was really trying to get Pacheco to sign my jersey. Like,
he?
No, he was close and he was there, what's up to us.
Oh.
But I was just like, but it was a bunch of kids. I knew he wasn't going to come over there, but I was trying to get my jersey signed. Pacheco is my boy. But don't ask me nothing else about nothing.
That's all right. You can ask me. I will answer the question.
I just have hometown spirit. I'm just
brother.
Go Chiefs.
Oh, brother.
Hey, I'm doing a lot better than I was. That's At least I have Chiefs.
Yeah. You want to play fantasy football this year?
We're gonna have to talk about that off because I don't know if it's anything like Prize Picks. No.
You're not losing your money. Well, you're not losing your money until the end of the season.
I don't know nothing about football, so
that's how you learn. I'm sorry, we don't have to talk about it right now. But also, if you are in a fantasy football league and need an extra person, let me know. Because
if you're watching,
yeah. If you're watching and you like fantasy football and like to get stuff talked to you by me,
just invite me to y'all watch parties. I'll be at them.
I will not.
Yes, but I'll be at the watch parties.
For the preseason game, I will come to the tailgate because it's not
real
football.
Yeah, are you going to the game?
I just said
that. You did say that. All right. Okay, cool, bet. Turtle. Black Degree Unfiltered takes preseason, Chiefs season.
Stadium. I'm weak.
But yeah, football. It started getting cold. I'm back at work, so
it's the best time of the year.
Germs,
best time of the year. Football,
traffic,
the best time. The third Thursday in March, also one of the best days. That's the first day of March.
March Madness, yeah.
Best days of the year.
Listen, when the Chiefs play in Kansas City, it just be so much happening. Like, if I ain't going to the game, I try to be in the house because that traffic,
awful.
Logistics. Remember we saw logistics.
Quentin.
Ooh. Mayor Q. Shout out to you if you're watching. We have comments and concerns and suggestions.
But yes.
So.
I hope we do well. I hope Shador does well. Even if he doesn't do well, I don't care. Same way that watch how you talk about Megan Thee Stallion with me. Watch how you talk about him with me too. Because no. I also have other people I feel like that about, but right now I can't think of them. But watch how you speak about the Chiefs with me. Full stop.
Oh God.
Every day.
Oh God.
No.
Do
people talk crazy about the Celtics to you?
No.
Exactly.
Not.
So what do we say?
Absolutely not. But
same thing.
So good luck to the Chiefs. On a good season. Hey, run it back, okay? Not last year. Not what we did last year, but run it back.
Yeah, I saw somebody talking about the Eagles going back to back, and I was like, okay, let's not get
Do you
crazy.
think what's your? Well, I don't know if that's superstition or whatever, but what's your prediction? Who's?
Oh no, I don't do that.
Okay, never mind. I don't want to start nothing on this podcast. See, what do y'all think in the comments? I don't have no. Hey, if the Chiefs go, I'm excited. If nobody else go, I'm watching the halftime show and eating. So, who do y'all think is going to the Super Bowl this year? Are we taking another one? I'm here for it. I don't know that I can afford another Super Bowl in Kansas City.
Unfortunately, since we didn't three-peat, we have to win more because I was going to be very gracious and I was going to be like, hey, any other team can have it. Then we lost. Now you can't. Sorry.
You know what's crazy is when I was, and you're about to get upset. When I was getting ready to get on the plane to come back to Kansas City from Vegas, the flight attendant got off and he was like, oh, you guys are going to Kansas City? Where's that three-time Super Bowl winning team? Like, he was going in. Everybody was about to jump him. I was just sitting there, but the rest of the people was like, you got one more joke, brother.
The Lord never puts me in the right positions.
I was like, wow, you serious?
Because that would have been my time to shine.
Yeah.
Because literally...
He had about 3 or 4 jokes. I was just sitting there
There's literally only one fan base that can barely say anything because if it wasn't us, it ain't been y'all. So those are my times to shine.
Hey.
Yeah. Even with Eagles fans, I understand that y'all won it last year. Yeah.
When I was in Vegas, I wanted to ask you so bad, how mad would you be if I brought you a Raiders t-shirt? But I didn't. I just
listen. If you choose to waste your money, that is on you. That's not a me.
Well,
thing.
I had the water that I put, and Marcus was like, "I hope you threw that away." Yes, I threw it away. Like, I just wanted water. I didn't know I didn't know that they were gonna hand me a Raiders bottle. I just wanted some water.
Hey,
excuse me.
The Raiders need as many fans as they can get. So yeah, they're giving out merch and everything. Everything's
it wasn't
branded.
Even merch. It was a bottle.
But I'm saying everything's branded because nobody's wearing Raider stuff on purpose. I mean, plenty of people make bad choices. Let me reel that back.
Oh my gosh.
You know, we can move on.
Well, shout out to the Chiefs.
Yeah, woo, football season.
Do y'all's big one.
That's right.
All those games.
I love football. Yeah. It makes me so happy.
It's doing good.
It doesn't sound like
now
it now,
we move into Freakier Friday, and you know how fitting that we are recording on Friday today. So
it's the day it comes out. It's released.
It is. I'm supposed to go see this. I actually rewatched Freaky Friday like a week ago because I hadn't seen it in a while.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was like, oh, I want to be, caught up when the new one drops. Right. So hopefully I can go see it this weekend, something like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw it to my co-host for this one.
Yes. So this was just fun because I know the movie was coming out, but if you haven't seen Freaky Friday, 1, shame. But 2, watch it. But also the premise of the movie, the first movie, is the mom and daughter switch places in an Asian restaurant, but that really is not a big point of the movie. The point is that they switch places and they have to live each other's lives. Yeah. So our questions are based on that. So if you switch places with your mom or woke up and were your mom, what is the first thing you would do? Besides being like, oh my God, what happened?
The first thing I'm doing is cash apping me. But the first thing, honestly, if I was my mom, if I knew, like, oh, you're your mom right now, mm-hmm. I would make her sit down or make me sit down, and I would have a self-care day because my mama tends to just keep going and going and going. So I would make sure I'm being relaxed. Don't nobody call me. Don't nobody ask me for nothing after I cash at me some money.
Fair. I think mine would be similar, but also I feel like all the people who have wronged my mommy, I'm letting them know. I'm going to be like, actually, today's the day to tell everybody how I feel about them. And we'll go from there.
Then y'all switch back and everybody's, she like, what?
And then I'll come back and I'll be like, and she wasn't wrong.
That's a good one, though. I can see that. Yeah.
I think I would do that.
That's a good one. Something else that I would do is my Nana went through records and told my mama to give them to me, and then my mama realized that they was her records, and she never gave it to me. She said, so I would give those records to me. Every time I go over there, I'm like, you know these are mine, right? She's like, no, these are mine. What your mama say do? That's what I tell her. What your mama say do?
I think like in the movie, I would for sure go shopping because my mommy loves to shop, but she doesn't do it a whole bunch. So... And then I'd just be in there and I'd be fabulous and throwing it in the bag. Yeah.
I'll go on vacation too. I feel like mama don't take enough vacations. I will go on vacation.
I feel that.
Good. What would you do, guys?
Yeah.
If you woke up and you were your mom.
Would you want to wake up and be your mom? That's a good question. America.
Okay, Bernie back.
Okay, question 2. What do you think would shock your mom the most about your life if she switched with you?
Oh. I don't know. I feel like my mama know everything. I tell my mama everything. That's what I was just saying. She might be shocked. Honestly, I think that the biggest thing that she would be shocked at is how much more things I eat now, because I am a picky eater, and my mom always say you don't eat nothing but chicken, but I eat a lot more now. And I think that I've been doing better, like just eating, like trying new foods. I don't like trying new foods. I'm one of those people, like, even though I'm a picky eater, when I find something I like, I just keep eating that over and over again. So she would probably be surprised, like,
you like it works, why miss it?
Yeah. She's like, dang, you eat that? Like, you like, every time I find something new that I like, and I'll text her and be like, you'll never guess what I'm eating. She'd be like, what? Like, when I started eating sushi a couple years ago, and she was like, I would have never guessed. Like, you're eating sushi?
Do you eat calamari?
I don't like calamari.
Okay,
it's
I
a
thought
texture.
we talked about
it's a texture
that.
thing.
Yeah,
it's a texture thing. Yeah.
Because I don't eat sushi for that same reason.
Well, not all sushi is like.
Yeah, I'm just.
You just gotta find one you like.
You know. 29 years, I'm doing fine.
Let's go. I'm gonna take you to a sushi place. I bet you the 2 rolls I like. I think that you.
We don't have to. I'm not, you know, on a tirade against sushi. I'm just.
Let's have a sushi taste test on the show.
We really don't have to do that. I do eat calamari. I love a squid. A squid ain't never did me bad.
It's the texture for me. I realize that I'm like, that's why I don't like pies, because it's like.
Like any pie?
I don't like any pie.
Really? I don't do cooked fruit. So like
I don't do cooked fruit.
Yeah.
You know?
So that texture I get, but
like sweet
potato pie.
It's like,
oh, shock.
You gotta do that. Like, it's just mushy. I can't. Oh.
We here on this podcast support sweet potato pie.
Y'all got it, but it's the texture. Like, I can't. I don't know if it's baby foodie. I can't do it.
So you bring sushi, I'm gonna bring sweet potato pies.
I'm not. You gonna be eating the pie, me eating the sushi.
I think we should do that.
First of all, sweet potato pie and sushi, that sounds terrible.
I'm not saying we eat them together.
To even just as a meal. To get like
it's almost the fall. That's prime sweet potato pie time. Quite exciting. All right,
for you guys.
Oh, I don't know what would shock my mom about my life, because again,
everything.
She 93% of everything I got going on.
Yeah, same.
So I don't know. What's crazy? She would probably be shocked at like the people I still communicate with. She'd be like, I thought, but that's probably it. That's probably all.
No, no, mom wouldn't be shocked. Now I want to ask her this question.
Yeah, Mom, when you watch this. Put in the comments what you'd be shocked about.
Say, what would you be shocked about, Mom?
Let us know. We are wondering. Yep,
those are Freaky Friday questions.
Yeah, go see the movie. We're going to see it.
Yes, I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
so.
We're not sponsoring it. If it's terrible.
But you know who else? Shout out to Lindsay Lohan.
I was going to say that.
Shout out to Lindsay Lohan. I just be so proud of how she just turned that thing on around.
Yeah.
Because it was looking bad there for a minute, but look at you now.
Doesn't matter.
Look at you now. I'm
Thriving.
So proud of you. So proud of you. I don't even know her, but proud. I'm proud.
She is an actress, boy.
She is. She does the dang thing.
Yeah. Have you seen like her movies that are on Netflix and stuff?
Yes. What's the Christmas movie that came out last year?
Super cute.
I love seeing her as an adult.
We're so glad.
Like an adult and just getting it together.
Kyrie used to be like, I hope they're well. Hey, we hope you're well. We do. We're so glad.
You deserve it, okay? You had a lot of us together with the Parent Trap as kids. So I'm glad to see you still doing good.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. I'm excited to see this movie.
Me too. I haven't picked a date to go see it, but I will be seeing it.
Yeah. So we got one more.
This ties into our topic of the day. But currently trending on TikTok is this lady who has taken over a lot of TikTok and America.
I have not been on TikTok because
I will send you all of these, but I made notes for the rundown for you because I imagine that you hadn't seen it. But she basically came out and said, story of how my psychiatrist manipulated me to fall in love with him. Yeah. Just
manipulated is
so okay, just there's that. So first note that I made for you is she said this, and so remember, psychiatrists are not therapists. They are the people who give the drugs out.
Yeah.
Point one, she was already needing to be on drugs. We don't drug shame here, but that is an important point to mention.
Yeah.
So, she would meet with her psychiatrist 30 minutes once a month. Yes. For 30 minutes.
I don't know what I thought you were about to say, but it was not 30 minutes once a month.
30 minutes once a month. Oh, over Zoom. That's important to note as well. Over Zoom.
This keeps getting
over Zoom.
The details are scaring me. Okay.
And these are shrunken down details. There's much more. But, okay, so going back to the psychiatrist being the one who prescribes her drugs, one of the standard questions that he would ask her during their meetings was very big to her, I should say. That was very big and showed that he had a personal interest in her because she now thinks that he's in love with her too, but we'll get to that too. Was he would ask her about her bladder, bowels, and how she was feeling. So she was like, oh my gosh, he cares about how I'm doing. He's taking a personal interest in me. He's trying to make sure you're not having a bad reaction to the medicine, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah. So there's that. And so she's been so deep into this. Some people are calling it delusion. Some people are like, no, delusion is mean, whatever. She's so deep into this thought process that he loves her and she loves him, that she got into a bad car accident. She chose to go to urgent care as opposed to the emergency room. The urgent care person said, hey, we think you need to go to the ER right now. Looks like you have signs for internal bleeding. We don't want to mess with this. You need to go see them people for real. And she said she decided to wait till the next day because if she would have gone to the emergency room right then, she would have missed her therapy or her psychiatry appointment. Over Zoom. 30 minutes once a month. She's nutty. So that's another point.
She didn't have a mobile device? I don't...
You know what? That's a fantastic question.
You could have gone to the emergency room.
Yeah, because I have done many a Zoom calls, many a places because I have Zoom.
I have done Zoom calls in my car.
Yeah.
And you just blur the background or put a background behind you.
Yeah. You know what? Impressive point. Then further along into the treatment because he has been like keeping a very professional thing. Like when she at one point had a boyfriend and was like telling her psychiatrist, not her therapist, because she also had a therapist, allegedly, that about like their being intimate and all that. And when he like really wouldn't respond, she was like, oh my God, he's jealous. No, you're nuts. But again, over Zoom, whatever. One day in the synopsis that I was listening to, she had found out that he was at his office and forced them to start doing in-person meetings. Forced, probably not the right word because just be like, no. But she bogarted into the office and then was like, hey, I'm having an emergency. We need to meet right now. Like that type of thing. And yeah, so there's so much more to it. These are the important pull facts.
There's more.
There's more.
I'm already like,
But the last pull point, and I'll send you the TikTok about it, was that she concluded that he had manipulated her and that he had transference, so that he was also in love with her, but had put it on her too, by consulting with her AI boyfriend that she created and named Henry. And she would text him and say, hey, or she would message into the Henry and be like, hey, this is the scenario. Do you think he's in love with me? And Henry would be like, yes. Because, AI feeds it what you put in and spits back out what's happening. So, yeah. So, all that's going on. I think the series is up to like 20 parts. She's also an ADHD.
She's telling the story on TikTok.
She's telling the story on TikTok. She got on the internet and let everybody know that she's nuts. And what's crazy is I personally want you to keep telling the story because the right people going to find out and they going to come get you.
I was just getting ready to say, she need to be in a facility somewhere.
She need to go get her some grippy socks. And I think if you keep telling the story, someone's going to see to that. And it came out today because she's a therapist for people with ADHD. No, I'm sorry, not a therapist, a life coach. She's a life coach for people with ADHD. And she also worked at a yoga studio. She got fired from the yoga studio today because she was life coaching people in there. And the people found out that she was just using ChatGPT. I don't really know what's going on.
So she was using ChatGPT for the life coach advice?
Yes. I don't know what's going on. I also don't know why you decided to bring it to the internet. Glad you did. Somebody's going to help you.
Somebody go watch these TikToks.
And what's so crazy is there's so many people who are on there and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you're making me defend a man. Because... And then in a couple of videos, she like leaked his name so people found out who he is and stuff like that. Girl, leave him alone. I don't understand.
I was just about to say.
People getting rejected and then bringing it to the internet.
I was just about to say, I hope that nobody finds her story and he gets in trouble for ethics or whatever.
In multiple videos she said he kept stopping it at like an ethical boundary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, friend.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's been the thing. Everybody's been like, hey, this is what it means when someone doesn't like you. Nothing wrong is happening to you. He's just not into you. But, that's what's going on.
Lord have mercy. Nuts. No, she needs to be in somewhere. You need to go talk to them. Not folks. By herself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's...
And, maybe don't go talk. You need to go talk to some other folks. Because you're already talking to them folks, but you need to go talk to some other folks.
This is why everybody don't need access to AI. Remember, we were just talking about this on the last show. Too. We were just talking about this on the last show. Don't date AI. Don't fall in love with AI.
Named it Henry.
Don't make AI your therapist or your psychiatrist.
Or your boyfriend. I don't get it. But that's going on. Those are the random tidbits. If you've heard this TikTok story, what are your thoughts? Do you think she's nuts? Or do you think that they're really in love? And if you think the latter, tell me why. It's so much. It's so much.
I have so much, but nothing to say. Because what? I don't.
And her TikTok name is Crazy Kendra, which self-awareness, I guess. I don't know.
Like, don't get me wrong. When I get you feeling like that. Like let me. Yeah. Like my therapist, I always be like, "That's my homegirl," but I know that she's not my homegirl because she's my therapist. Right. But I talk to her like, "That's my homegirl." Right. So like I'm saying I understand you feeling like that, but there's no delineation. The mall is open, but ain't nobody shopping. Like I don't have anything to say. Yeah. That is a lot.
That is a lot.
And
that was summarized. There's more.
I hope that she gets some help because what?
Because what? Literally because what? I don't know. If you haven't, go on TikTok. Search it up.
Please send it to me so I can... Oh my spirit is troubled. That is just... Woo, that is weak. All right. Well, leading right into our topic of the night, mental health.
Yay!
Oh, wow. That is, I'm going to be stuck on that one for a minute, y'all. I ain't even going to hold you. That is.
It's nuts.
That is.
It's nutty.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you introduce that because.
But on the topic of actual mental health and not, falling in love with your therapist, we are both therapy girlies. We get therapized, all the things. I gotta get out.
Why are you always making me? You want to make me laugh when
I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
I'm hydrating over here.
I'm just naturally funny. I didn't know. See, did it again. My bad. So sorry.
I hate it here.
But so the first question of the night, since we're both in it, what made you finally decide to look into it?
Because the way I was about to say that, I was like, that's going to be a clip. That is going to be a clip. Okay, I started therapy because it was either do that, go talk to somebody, or I was going to fight my daddy in the street.
Somebody.
No, specifically my father.
Yeah, I was like, we have said that many times. Talk to somebody or swing on somebody.
And honestly, like, I was struggling with a friend breakup, and I feel like a lot of stuff was put on me, and it was a lot of Janaé trying to get me caught up today.
No, she's not.
Let me say before I get to that, I was also hesitant to start therapy because I personally feel like a lot of not therapists, but a lot of people that study psychology are some of the worst people you know. I'm just going to say it like that. And if you know, you know. Because I've heard people, you know what I'm talking about. They're some of the worst people you know. And so, again, I think I had talked about how, like, I felt like I was around a lot of people that like to weaponize therapy. And it's like, oh, you're just throwing, like, you need to go to therapy because I didn't agree with you about something. Like, So, it was like, felt like I was dealing with that and dealing with, like, dang, are you trying to make me crazy? Like, and so that, and then again, I was gonna fight my father in the street, and just being in a relationship, being in a healthy relationship, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't bringing any of that into my relationship, and I just wanted to be able to communicate my feelings better. And so, shout out to my homegirl, who's not my homegirl, but shout out to her because we doing a daggone thing. You know what it is? So yeah, why'd you finally? I mean, I know we kind of have it first.
Not the friend breakup, but kind of the same thing. I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't know if it was like an actual incident that made me be like, you know what, now's the time. I know that it was like my birthday was definitely one where it was like after I was like, okay, this is a new year. This is one of the things I want to do for myself. Mm-hmm. So I did that. I also had a different job, and the girl I worked with, she went to therapy regularly, and she was like, well, no, our insurance covers it. And I was like,
period.
Perfect. So that was a big factor too. But I think just kind of seeing that, but also I was in a place where I was angry all of the time. Mm-hmm. And it was just like different stuff, but different stuff would set me off but not like going off or anything, but it was just like, this is not right. Like, I remember feeling like, I'd be like, no, I have an angry heart right now. And I was like, and that's not who I am at all. So I was like, something's going on. We need to talk to somebody. I was also going to catch rounds with that man in the street too, but we didn't have to do that yet.
Mine is still pending. So I'm still in therapy.
Depends on the month. Like, but so a lot of that was going on. I was also in a relationship that I feel like I had a lot of stuff going on that wasn't healthy. Mm. So it wasn't bringing it into anything new, but it was like, this probably isn't what it should be. So I think that aided in it too. But then I was just like, screw it. Let's just see what it's about. Let's just try. So that's what made me start.
It was crazy. The day that I was like, the day I found I was like, I'm going to go find my therapist because it also goes through my job. I texted you because I was like, in looking back on it now that I have been in therapy, it was like, that situation didn't warrant that reaction, but that's what I'm working through with therapy.
And that's just what it is.
That's what I'm working on is like my when things come up with my dad not being like ready to fight.
Immediate crash out.
Yeah. Yeah. I did find out that I'm a crash out sibling. I didn't even know that. But everyone
else did. She was the last to know.
I was like, wow, me? Like,
when she told me it and expected it to be big news, and I was like,
yeah.
Like,
that was so crazy. But she did tell me, like, all the instances I told, she was like, it was warranted. I'm like, see? Like,
yes. She has never been an unnecessary crash out. She is just the crash out.
I did not know. I really thought it was my youngest sister. But apparently it's me. That's crazy.
It's fine. I'm the crash out in mine. I mean, ours is just 2. It's me and him, and it's for sure me.
Yeah.
I say people all the time, I go, well, no, Jaden's the favorite. I say, because I know who I am.
That's crazy.
I say, I take it all so that he doesn't have to. And he can still be the favorite.
I think I'm the one that's more prone to speak up. Especially when it comes to my siblings and my mama.
We don't play.
Yeah. You said, what about who?
Exactly. Exactly. I remember there was one time where I did have to go off, and it was about Jaden. Mm-hmm. Jaden didn't even know about that till years later.
Yeah.
And I remember being in the car, and I said, I don't think you knew that happened. I said, no, I did that.
Yeah.
I said, you weren't here. I said, but I did that on behalf of you. Like,
yeah.
I don't mess around.
Because don't play in their face.
Nope.
Anyway.
Exactly. Ever. Okay, question 2. Did you have any requirements for the type of therapist that you wanted?
I absolutely did, because all of my answers sound horrible today.
I can go first if you want, because mine's going to sound bad too.
Okay, you go first.
Yeah, so I did mine. I definitely was immediately, it has to be a black woman.
Same.
I wanted her to be older, but younger-ish. So not like
auntie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So those were my requirements. And when the girl I was telling you about that I worked with, when I was telling her, I was like, well, no, I'm going to start. She was like, I can see if my therapist has any recommendations based on our insurance and all that. And I was like,
okay.
Yeah. So I was like, cool. I said, but tell her, I said, it got to be a black woman. I said, if it's not, don't even worry about it. But basically when I was telling like my mom and that, I said, no, I need to be able to speak the way that I do now.
Yeah.
I said, so when I literally how I get on this mic and say, I hate these niggas, I say that in therapy too. Literally when I'd be like, no, because I don't want to Jeff with you. I say that in therapy too. I needed somebody to understand what I was saying and understand how I feel. And I needed you to look like me.
Yeah. Yep. I need you to look like me, and I need you to be able to relate to me. So I wanted a black woman. I also wanted to be able to speak freely, because sometimes you just gotta say what you gotta say.
Exactly.
And I wanted a Christian, or somebody that was at least had experience dealing with religious trauma, because I realized, like, again, I have a lot of church trauma.
That's important.
Yeah, I have a lot of church trauma because of who my parent is. I don't know what he does with his life. Anyway, sorry. But yes, I had a lot of church trauma, and I wanted to unpack that, because like when I realized, like, there's a lot of experiences that I have that other people have. Yeah, and may not have experience. Like, people don't be like, when I be in therapy and talking about stuff and saying like, yeah, this happened to me, they're like, yeah, that is spiritual abuse. And I'm like, dang, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I would like, yeah, girl, but she be, the way that she says things, and it's like, I'm a processor, so like the way that she breaks things down, it really makes me process, like, even just the way when I was telling her about a situation, and she was like, oh my God, how did she say that? Basically, like, you've gotten better at setting boundaries, and so like when somebody doesn't respect your boundaries, you're able to walk away from that. It's like, with your parent, you already don't have a relationship with him. So you setting a boundary and he's still not respecting it. Yeah. That's why you like immediate yeah. I'm just telling all my business tonight. But yeah, I wanted a black one. I can't imagine, and not saying that there aren't amazing white therapists.
Just don't know you.
Yeah, just not.
That sounded bad. That sounded worse than it was supposed to be. We just don't have you.
I needed somebody that could there's certain things that if I'm talking about something that's going on at work or something that I've experienced, you can't necessarily relate to that because y'all don't go through the same things that we go through in the workplace, which is what we were just talking. We're gonna have to have a workplace episode because baby, I have stories from this week alone. So yes, it's
important to be able to trust who you're with.
Absolutely.
And if you can't relate to me, how can I trust you?
Because you just
I know.
I also have an example of where it was somebody that was supposed to be in a trusted position, and there was a situation happening at work, and I told her what was going on, white lady, and she was just like, well, maybe you're just overreacting. I definitely wasn't overreacting because of when I went and told the black lady. She was like, she said what exactly? So yeah, that's another conversation for another show.
It is. Once we figure out how to make it politically
podcast friendly,
we will have it. Unfortunately, we're just bouncing ideas off each other, and we don't know how to do it yet.
Maybe we'll have to have a HR professional
boy
come be on the show.
Honestly,
if you're an HR professional and you're watching, hit us up.
Yeah,
DM us
because we have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah,
and with there's a reason that Unfiltered is in all caps.
Yeah.
That's really how we live.
Yeah. That might I was gonna say that might have to be a live stream, but no, that can't be. Maybe that's not a good idea.
Yeah, we need edits. We need cutting ability. That's funny. So in therapy-ish, or in the realm of therapy, there we go. What are some of the worst coping mechanisms that you have?
Off top, I will shut it down. I don't. If you start yelling at me, if I'm talking like this, if I'm on a 2 and you're on a 20, I'm done. We don't have to talk about anything else. I'm gonna walk away.
Ever again, actually.
Yeah, actually ever again. You start hollering at me, you start talking crazy to me. I feel like you're not hearing what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't talk no more, and you just will never hear from me again. But I'm working on that. And I realize I can't do that in a relationship. But now, luckily, I'm with a partner who he understands that. We are complete opposites. He wants to talk about stuff right now. I'm like, hey yo, give me 5. Like, let me just give me 5, and then we come back. That's the other thing. I have to come back. I have to, because I will not come back.
Yeah. Ever.
You got it, but I have to come back. So yeah, that's probably my number 1.
I think that is mine. I learned from therapy that I have an avoidant personality, and so like when things come up and like I see it and I'm like, I'm just not gonna talk about it. I'm like, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
So I definitely do that. On the funner side, when I'm sad, I cope by retail therapy. I'm a shopper. I'm a shopper first. So I do that, and I also get tattoos, which
what's my
probably not great, but I still do that.
I'm trying to think of my positive ones. I might be retail.
Positive.
Well, just say on the light.
Not terrible.
Yeah, I'm definitely retail too. Sometimes it's like ice cream. Like I had a bad day, I want some ice cream. Or I think every time I have a stressful day, I'm supposed to have a seafood boil. I don't do that, but I'd be like, wow, I should go get some seafood today. But I don't do that because
when I was growing up, Mama would have a bad day and she'd be like, it's a great day to be an alcoholic, because she didn't drink like at all. So she'd be like, it's a great day to be an alcoholic, and she'd go get like a Diet Pepsi, and she'd be like, here's the spot. But then we had to stop saying that.
Yeah.
Because now it's not funny.
Yeah.
And traumatic.
The other way it is if one of my siblings come home or somebody come over and they see I'm watching Dreamgirls at the end of the day.
Oh, no. It's been the worst day.
I don't know. That is my decompress. It's like, I had a long day. Let me watch my favorite movie. And I remember one time I was watching Dreamgirls and Marcus was just like, are you okay?
Yeah,
you watching Dreamgirls in the dark? Like, I just need a moment.
It's been a day.
I'm like, but I always, like, even with my mom, she's like, you just watching that movie every time you have a bad day. I said, would you rather me do drugs or would you rather me watch Dreamgirls?
Clock it.
Which one?
Because these can take two different turns.
There's a little trend on TikTok. Some of them take the edge off.
Yeah. I get that.
That is me. Dream girls is not something to take the edge off, because I just feel like that's what makes me happy. And so the other thing is, my bathroom at one point was orange, because orange is my favorite color. So it's like, what's something that you can do every day to make you happy? See my favorite color. And so what do I have to do every day? Go in my bathroom.
You know what? That's a great, yeah, good plan.
No.
Very solid. Do you recommend therapy to other people? Like, just when you talk to them in general?
Certain people. Like, if we're, if it's somebody I'm close to and they're talking about,
not just strangers.
I'm weak. If it's something and I know that they're having trouble processing, or they're, maybe going through a series of unfortunate events, I'll recommend it, because, or maybe it's just like, I don't know, you just got a lot going on. Yeah. Like, that's how I was. I was like, I feel like I had a lot going on. And it's like that one situation was like, okay, I'm about to snap out. Yeah. I was like, let me just go talk. And it's like, and I remember going to my first session and being like, I'm not in a crisis or anything. I just felt like I needed to talk. And she's like, okay. I was like, this is easier.
That's how it goes.
I was like, this is easier than I thought. So, yeah.
I get that. I do too. So kind of with my friends, like, sometimes it'll be like humorous, and I'll be like, hey, you need to go see that lady. Like, I remember I texted he was telling me like about a whole bunch of stuff, and I said, you need to go see that lady. He said, what lady? I said, that means therapy. He said, oh, like,
what lady?
what lady?
That lady on the couch.
Yeah.
That's what I
said, you need to go see that lady. And then I have, like, because I have no problem, talking about being in it and what I've learned and stuff like that. I actually think I really like to talk about it with my friends and stuff like that. So, like, when we have our conversations and they tell me about stuff that's going on, because, again, a lot of my friends are dudes. So when the boys tell me about the stuff that's going on in their life, I'd be like, well, have you ever thought about it? And, like, my best friend was like, I've thought about it. And then he laughed. He said, but I think I know what's wrong with me. And I said, okay. I said, I'm going to keep checking in, just, just in case. But I think I recommend it to people because in my mind, not, having any bad experiences with it, my mind is always like, well, what can it hurt? What can, getting all this off your chest, what can it hurt? So I always say people should, try it and find, people who, I think that everybody should really have one that looks like them if that's what they want. Yeah. Because I think that helps with the experience. So, like, I know when my friend was like, well, hey, where'd you find yours? I always send them the website that has all the the POC therapists on it. Yeah. So I think that site is really helpful. I'm glad that they made that. But I think it's good. I don't know. I think that everybody should at least think about it. I remember working with a girl, and she said that she wouldn't date a man if he wasn't either in therapy or, like, would consider it. And I remember the first time I heard that, I said, so now I just always keep that in the forefront of my mind. I've never asked a man that I was wanting to date, but I always am very interested to be like, But I have no problem telling them, like, no, I have a therapy appointment today. Yeah. Yep. I told one of my friends the other day, I said, okay, anything traumatic you need to tell me because I have therapy in a couple minutes. No, it's happened before. So
that's not funny, but
it was important to ask.
No, that's real. Mm-hmm. That's real. What do you feel like therapy has taught you?
Definitely about kind of why I make some of the decisions I do. Mm-hmm. So with that, one of the most eye-opening things for me was like learning the anxious versus avoidance personality style. Because depending on my relationship with the person, I have both. Oh, wow. And so that was kind of interesting. And then like to kind of see like when it happens in my life and be like, either I need to figure this out right now or I just don't ever want to talk about this again. Yeah. Like that is super interesting. A lot of stuff that I've learned since, because I've had my therapist since I was in a relationship to now not being in one. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the ways that I interact with men that I'm interested in is super eye-opening because a lot of it is from my father. So about like kind of issues that started before I knew that they were issues and now how they manifest in my life now. But also on a positive note, I learned that I really don't have like, my childhood was good.
Yeah.
I don't have, childhood trauma and stuff like that. And we talk a lot about it. And I'm like, I go, no. I said it didn't start till middle school. I said, I have teenage trauma for sure.
Yeah.
But thankfully that my childhood was good. But I also kind of wish that I wasn't, not that I was super sheltered, but that I would have kind of seen a little bit more that was going on. Because when, like, we talk about stuff like, well, how did your parents interact and how do they do this? I don't really know because I never saw it.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish that I would have been a little more privy to seeing conflict resolution or lack thereof, because I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it. Like, I've never seen it in my house, or when I did see it, then I was older and I already had my own opinion about stuff. So that's what I've learned.
That's cool.
Oh, and also to acknowledge being grateful and having gratitude about things more intentionally.
Yeah. Sometimes we just skip over.
And with some happy stuff.
Yeah. I have definitely learned how to process better and just like actually acknowledge, like, yes, that happened to me. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, that happened to me and my siblings. Like, even though, there may have been people around who didn't believe it, or people try to act like that's not what happened. Mm-hmm. That happened to me. And
that's your experience.
And being able to stand in my experience, but also not having to be angry about it. Like, it happened, and I can, like, just never forget it, but I don't have to live there.
Yeah.
That is one. Number two is probably getting to, like, even though, like, getting to enjoy being the things I didn't get to enjoy as a child, as an adult. So, like, even just something like, I love the water. I never learned how to swim. I learned how to swim last year, 2 years ago. I went and learned how to swim. I just never learned how to swim. Like, I don't.
I'm so proud.
And what's crazy is we went to the pool and to the beach a lot. I just never learned how to swim. But, like, making my inner child happy. Like, I learned how to swim. Like, we went ATVing in Phoenix, like, just doing stuff I didn't get to do as a kid, or even something small as, like, watching shows I wasn't able to watch as a kid, just doing that, like, enjoying that, and learning that, like, being a good sibling is sometimes just being there. Like, I don't have to, because sometimes I had to be the parent sometimes, or not but I was the oldest at home sometimes. Learning that my siblings are grown, and, like, I could just be there. And now I have nieces and nephews that I get to, spend all my money on. Like,
you don't have to be Maribel or not Maribel, whichever the one, I can be the oldest daughter.
Yeah. I can just show up, like, hey, TT's here, got gifts. And then I go, no. Also just being able to communicate better. I feel like and this was, like, pre-therapy, I was getting there, but, like, not post-therapy, but now even being in therapy, like, speaking up for myself better. Like, again, I know I've said
You're saying no.
Yeah. I know I said it before, like, something will happen, and it could just roll off. Cause I'm like, and honestly, like, something will happen and be like, I ain't really trip off that. But then if something did bother me, it might take me a minute to say something. But now I'm like, hey, yo, hold up. I didn't like that. No, I don't know if that's what you meant, but this is what I took from it. I don't like that. And then just saying no. I have practiced saying no at work all week. All week. No. Something. Now, I realize that my weakness is older Black women and people that remind me of my granny. That is my weakness. And I can't say no to those people.
So if you need her to do something.
No. But
know your audience.
So I gotta work on that, because but yeah, therapy has been very helpful. I feel like it has benefited my relationships, me and my relationship, which is where I want us to go. Like, just make sure I wasn't bringing nothing from, because unlike you, I have hella childhood trauma. So making sure I wasn't bringing that over into
somebody who didn't do it.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I try to remember that, like, just in my interactions. I'd be like, I was like, they didn't do this. And even, I guess, on the other side of when I know that I'm taking something out on somebody they didn't do, I can at least recognize that. Yeah. I don't always tell them that, but I at least be like, this is not their fight. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but
also
that's why I'm still in it. We're still working, but
identifying my triggers, like I feel like I knew what they were, but also saying something about it, like not just sitting in there.
Yeah, internalizing it.
Yeah. And being like, hey, again, I guess that's the same thing. Hey, ABC bothered me because ABC. And I know it's not your responsibility to, but
this is the situation.
But I'm letting you know, like, this is why ABC. So, yeah, shout out to therapists around the world.
That's right.
Some of y'all.
Yeah. The ones doing it well. The ones making a change for the positive.
Some of them be the worst people. So, I stand
That's funny. My list of the worst is, you know what? Never mind.
But you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know your exact situation. I know what you're talking about. So,
like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
You can be a therapist and still be nuts.
Yeah. Sometimes y'all be needing therapists the most.
Yeah. Reach out to your circle.
No, don't do that.
Reach out to your license.
Actually, don't do that.
But yes. I didn't even say anything particularly funny that time. I just said, but yeah.
You're just funny. Like, something is wrong with you.
I try to tell people that all the time.
Oh, my God.
Somebody said, you're funny, and I said, yeah, I know. But
anyway.
Also humble.
That didn't feel very humble. Anyway, Janaé.
I actually don't have a lot. I have humility, but not about stuff I know about. I'm hilarious.
I feel that.
I'm hilarious. Why would I lie to the people? I'm funny.
I cannot.
I tell men all the time. I go, well, no, I'm funnier than you. That's usually true.
I tell Marcus all the time, I'm a comedian. I'm the comedian in this relationship.
I'm saying we are hilarious.
we be watching our stuff back, like texting each other, like we are hilarious. And then y'all be in the comments saying, "Wow, this is crazy. Y'all got me weak." So anyway,
ask your friends.
Speaking of being in the comments, make sure y'all answer these questions. Yeah. Let's get the conversation going.
What are your thoughts on therapy?
Are you in therapy?
Do you want to be? Should you be? Who do you know that shouldn't be? Yeah. Or that should be?
If you are in therapy, how is it benefiting you?
Yeah.
What's good? What do you know? What are you, like, what's happening? What are you noticing in your life?
What'd you learn about yourself?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I learned that I live my life at an 8. I don't think that was from therapy. I think I've been saying that before, but yes, I do. I try to live it at an 8. There, my wrap up. Don't fall in love with your psychiatrist. If you have a psychiatrist, maybe try to keep those boundaries more professional. What else we talked about? Oh, football.
If you have a client that is showing signs of being in love with you, maybe get somebody else involved.
Yeah. I kind of want to hear from him because I don't believe that you're doing anything wrong, but my question is why is that still your patient?
Why did it get this far? It never got this far.
Yeah. My question was because another part I left out was she came in and she was like, "Hey, I had a sex dream about us the other day. Hey, bud, maybe you be like, this is gonna be our last session, friend."
Yeah. Or why would you share that? I guess she's but
yeah. So those are my questions, Mr. I'm not going to say your name on this podcast because she put your name out. But if you're watching, I just want to know why you did that. But not you are the victim. I'm not going to victim shame. I just have a couple questions. That's all for you. Just a couple. Just I'm not really sure how that works. Also, so in my list, football. If you're not rooting for the Chiefs, terrible choice. Also, why wouldn't you? There's no team better than us. I don't get it. What else? Oh, Free Gear Friday. Go see the movie. Tell us about your mom. Share. What would you do if you switched? I don't know what else I got. Oh,
I think that was a good wrap up.
The rodeos. Go to them. Beyonce shows. Also go to them. But don't buy tickets before us.
Yeah. That's another conversation for another day.
Don't buy tickets before us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, I think that's all your wrapping up.
Oh, don't get COVID. It still sucks.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
And y'all leave Rashida alone.
No.
That's why.
Nope. We're not ending on that. No. You stay on her.
I tried.
No. Nope. You stay on her.
Oh my gosh. But make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Remember, this is the only way that you're going to see new episodes. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. DM us. Tweet us. Topic suggestions. Y'all
text us.
Text us. Call. Maybe don't call, but text
I was going to say that.
Yeah. Email us. We got an email.
We do have an email.
blackdegreeunfiltered@gmail.com. Let us know what your topic suggestions are. We'll talk about it. HR professionals, if you are watching, if you know an HR professional, send them our way. We have things to say. We have questions, comments, and concerns, and we might want you on the pod. So
How does one discuss race relations?
Yeah. Because I would like to know.
Boy.
But that's, We promise not to take a lot. Well, let me not promise because we don't know what happens and we be busy and stuff. But
I promise to try to not get the plague again.
Yes.
I will promise that.
Me too, because your kids be germy. Right. They be having germs, boy. Ugh.
Send your kids to school with some hand sanding or something.
Oh, I don't worry about it. I got Lysol wipes and like the disinfectant spray. Yeah, we wipe down in my room because I don't got time for that.
It's not fun. We have asthma.
And when it gets so bad, I remember last year when I would get sick and my kids would be like, you took your asthma medicine? I'm like, first of all,
it is serious around here.
It is very serious. We
make a lot of jokes. Asthma's not a joke, Jim.
Black degree, unfiltered, and asthmatic. Okay.
That's the end.
We'll see y'all next time.